Coach Laird here. Tyler Buffet, baseball player. Luke Floor, baseball player. We're going to do a breathing assessment today. I'm going to talk to these guys about proper breathing and improper breathing and some of the mistakes and dysfunctions that we have with it and how it applies to life and in the gym. So guys, one thing about breathing is we as athletes and also the normal people that live the 9 to 5, we really don't breathe efficiently. So one thing that we do is we talk about how to properly breathe. I'm going to go ahead and have you guys do a test, but whatever we do in the gym, the breathing is the base for it. It's the base for our fascia. Whenever we're rolling out, we're actually supposed to be able, when we do that SMR training or that myofascial release, we're supposed to be breathing efficiently because that's going to help loosen everything out. Because a tense muscle is not a loose muscle, right? The tired that we are, we're not going to be able to have the mobility and the flexibility that we want. And part of that mobility and flexibility is actually breathing efficiently. Most people think if I just stretch out, I'm okay, but that breathing is very, very important. So I want you guys to go ahead and we're going to do a supine breathing test. I want you guys to go ahead and lay in a supine position for me. Put your feet down on the ground. Just have your back flat. Good. All right, I want you to put your right hand on your chest and then put your left hand on the bottom of your stomach. Okay? I want you guys to go ahead and give me 5 big deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. I'm just going to watch how you guys are breathing right now. One more. Okay, so one thing that I've noticed, you guys can go ahead and stay in that position. You guys are doing a lot of upper chest or clavicular breathing, and that's actually improper when you're actually breathing. What we want is we want diaphragmatic breathing. Okay, we want belly breathing. All right, and when you think about this, I want you to think about the stomach and the chest is like a wave. Okay, I want you to take that deep breath. And I want it to go into the stomach, belly breathe, really breathe hard, and then the chest should come up next. So if I'm breathing, it should be, you guys see how my stomach came out first, then my chest? Boom, real good deep breath, okay? So I want you to think about, okay, before we start this second phase, think about in your mind that all the tension that we have, if we're not breathing properly, we're going to continue to have that tension, especially with that chest breathing. Part of chest breathing, we got Yanda's upper cross syndrome, where we kind of have our shoulders internally rotated and our neck is coming forward, protruding forward. We can also have Yanda's lower cross syndrome, where we have a lot of iliopsoas tightness, hip flexibility tightness. If we can't, the more flexibility and more mobile we are, we're going to be better in the weight room. We're also going to be better when we get inside. Sit in school all day. If we work a 9 to 5 job later on. So this is the first part. I want you guys to get an idea of what this is like. Okay. All right, fellas, so now we're going to do our breathing retest. So we're going to retest what we just did. Now I want you to think about your inner core. Your inner core should fire first. And when we breathe, I want you to think about a balloon. Think about inside through your core is that balloon. When we breathe, think about the pressure, that intra-abdominal pressure, squeezing that balloon. That balloon is going to, it's going to expand. It's going to expand laterally, and it's going to expand anteriorly and posteriorly, right? So our multifidus, and then our transverse abdominis, all this stuff, we're going to expand. It's called 3-dimensional circumferential breathing. All right? So when we breathe this, I'm going to do 3 deep breaths, okay? Breathe. Let's create that wave in our stomach and our chest. Get that expansion, okay? And I really want you to create that intra-abdominal pressure in that inner and that core, okay? That pelvic floor, I want you to really fire, okay? Okay, but I also want you to relax at the same time, all right? Here we go. Belly first, belly breathing. There we go. Good. Make that good wave. One more. Good, good. So that balloon theory kind of makes sense when we get into that expansion, okay? So this is going to set us up into our third test, okay, where we're going to actually start breathing through a straw. Okay, guys, test 3, diaphragmatic breathing, okay? We're going to breathe through a straw here. All right, so think about a 15-second inhale, okay? A 15-second inhale and a 15-second exhale. This is going to create that tension, okay, which is going to be the foundation of our 3D breathing, right? And it's going to be the foundation of us setting our brace for our lifts. I want you to think about that breathing through a straw. That's our mindset. That's our theory here. And I want you to really take your time, really create that tension at the pelvic floor and set our brace here, okay? So let's go ahead and start. 15 seconds inhale, 15 seconds exhale. straw. Good. So you guys feeling that actual tension in the core and that brace? It's very similar to what we talked about when we're bracing before taking off and that lift off the rack, right? So we feeling it laterally in through our sides, posteriorly and in the front. That's very, very, very good. So this brings us to our next part. You guys got any questions so far? No? Okay. We're going to do test 4 here now. Okay, fellas, last test, the foam rolling test, okay? So we're going to use this foam roller. I want you to apply pressure into your lower abdomen, okay? And I want you to breathe normally, all right? But this is going to be the foundational breathing pattern. We're creating all 4 of these steps, foundational breathing pattern for our brace, okay? And our core stability. So I want you to breathe here. I want to make sure that stomach and that chest, that stomach's breathing, and I want to see that foam roll expand and come up. I don't want to see that chest. Let's go ahead and give me 3 deep breaths right here. Breathe normally. Good, Luke. Good, Tyler. Just breathe normally. Keep that pressure and make sure we're not loosening up on it. Good. Again, foundational of our bracing. We're going to go to our next step here, our last step. We're going to actually use an elastic band to teach you guys that pressure that we're talking about in that 3D dimensional circumferential breathing. All right? Okay, our last test, we're going to do the band test, elastic band test. Guys, go ahead and tie that band around your stomach, okay? About the same height as the belly button. Okay, good. Now, we created our foundational breathing patterns, okay? The first 4 steps. And this last step here, I want you to think about, just like on a weight belt, I want you to create that 3D breathing, okay? Setting the brace, setting our position, getting ourselves right. I want to see the band expand, okay? Posteriorly, anteriorly, and laterally, okay? Make sure, again, that balloon fear, we're going to expand and create that breathing pattern, okay? Let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead and give me 3 breaths. Good expansion there. Good. I like the expansion, that's good. Back. One more here. It's good. You guys feel the difference when you actually have that band attached right here? So those same patterns we're talking about, we're going to continue this. That's going to be our base and our core stability. Again, this type of breathing we need to do when we're doing our self-myofascial release, whether it's the cross ball, the medicine ball, or foam rolling, and the same thing when we're doing our major lifts. All right? Good job, fellas.